Assalamu alaikum. This is me, Alicia Abed. Today we are going to discuss about the microcomputers. Introduction: a small computer with a microprocessor as its central processing unit (CPU). Microcomputers became popular in the 1970s, and it is with the advent of increasingly powerful microprocessors, example IBM, PC, and Apple Mac. Origins: the term microcomputers came into popular use after the introduction of the minicomputer. The French developer of the micro in 1973 filed their patents with the term micro. Ordinators are literal equivalent of microcomputer to designate a solid-state machine designed with a microprocessor. Parts of microcomputers: microcontroller, microprocessor, memory, input facilities, and output facilities. Description: Introduction: a small computer with a microprocessor as its central processing unit (CPU). Microcomputers became popular in the 1970s, and it is with the advent of increasingly powerful output. Architecture of microcomputers: general architecture of microcomputer system is input device, I/O port, OP device, data bus, CPU, memory, and address bus. Parts of microcomputers: microcontroller, microprocessor, memory, input facilities, and output facilities. Memory consists of ROM and RAM we usually use in mobile. The purpose of memory is to store the instruction given by the Central Processing Unit. In a microcomputer, CPU is a microprocessor. CPU receives the instruction from memory, decodes them, and carries out these actions in a sequence of steps. The CPU also contains an address counter or instruction pointer register which holds the address of next instruction output. Architecture of microcomputers. General architecture of microcomputer system is input device, I/O port, OP device, data bus, CPU, memory, and address bus. Data bus. The data bus consists of 8, 16, or 32 parallel signal lines. The data bus lines are bidirectional. This means that the CPU can read data in from memory or it can send data out of the memory. Control bus. The control bus consists of 4 to 10 parallel signal lines. The CPU sends out signals on the control bus to enable the output of addressed memory devices or port devices. Typical control bus signals are memory read, memory write, I/O read, and I/O write. Components of CPU. So here's the components of CPU. Microprocessor is divided into three segments: ALU, register array control unit. Arithmetic logic unit. This is the area of microprocessor where various computing functions are performed on data. The ALU performs operations such as addition, subtraction, and logic operations such as and or and exclusively or. Control unit. The control unit provides the necessary timing and control signals to all the operations in the microcomputers. It controls the flow of data between microprocessor and memory and peripherals. So, the control unit performs two basic tasks: sequencing and execution. Register array. There are storage devices to store the data temporarily. There are different types of registers depending upon the microprocessor. General purpose registers include CL, AH, BL, BH, etc. Uses of microcomputers in home for personal use, in businesses, medical sectors, teaching sectors, data centers, mobile computing device, and etc. Advantages of microcomputers. Microcomputers have different advantages, but few are mentioned below. Microcomputers used to design different software and apps. Most of the businesses are based on different software installed on microcomputers. No need to highly trained staff for operating the microcomputers to office works. Some microcomputers devices have great portability, so due to their small size, they are easily moved from one spot to the other spot. Microcomputers allows to multitasking environment. Disadvantages of microcomputers. Microcomputers have some advantages as well as some disadvantages as well. It has low computational power compared to other types of computers. Due to daily usage of microcomputers, mostly people got addicted to some gambling games and misuse of internet. It has not large storage capacity. Microcomputers has less computing performance due to use low performing processor. Users can get physical problems such as neck and back pain, eye strain. Thank you so much.